It's a cool, clear morning, and the World War I Flying Ace walks out onto the airfield. Good morning, chaps. Contact! Wadang! Wadang! Wadang, 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 wadang. Here's the World War I Flying Ace taking off in his Sopwith Camel. As I pass over enemy lines, I can see bursts of artillery fire below me. Great Scott! An enemy observation balloon! The wings of the Sopwith Camel shriek in protest as the World War I Flying Ace turns the plane into position for the attack. Eek! Oh, good grief! The World War I Flying Ace swallows hard as his guns jam. What is he to do? There's nothing else for it. He can't let the balloon escape. So turning the plane into a dive, he zeroes in on his target. And then makes a death-defying leap towards the balloon and the enemy observer.
Snoopy! You're a bad dog! Snoopy! What on earth has got into you?
Some of these balloon observers are pretty tough.
Hey, that's a great balloon, Sally! Where'd you get it?
Every day is wonderful, truly wonderful. When you're up there flying, people start to say hello, and they just want to know why I'm laughing and smiling. Beautiful red balloon, you and me, we sing the same tune. Don't float away. Seasons come and seasons go. Rain can fall and winds may blow. Red balloon, I'm glad you're mine. When I'm with you, the sun always shines. Beautiful red balloon, you and me, we sing the same tune. Don't float away. Seasons come and seasons go, truly wonderful. When you're up there flying, people stop to say hello. They just want to know why I'm laughing and smiling. Beautiful red balloon, you and me, we sing the same tune. Don't float away.
All right, Balloon. I'm gonna teach you to fly away. Off around those trees over there, and then right back here to me. Are you listening? Well, do you think you can do that? Oh, you can? Oh, great. Okay, we'll begin with a short test flight. Are you ready? Hey, Balloon. I thought we had a deal. Hey, Balloon, you've had your fun. Come back here right now.
Sally?
Well, are you gonna help me out here, Charlie Brown, or what?
What happened?
This kid from Lear across the other side of town came right over here and made me let go of the string of my balloon.
You know something, Sally? You really can't keep blaming others all the time for your own mistakes. Now, we all have to deal with our own failings in this life. Begin to take responsibility.
Hey! When did you become a social worker?
Good grief.
I'll tell you what, Charlie Brown. It'll soon be Christmas. You can buy me a new one as a Christmas gift.
But Sally, it's still summer.
I know, but people are always saying how things come around quicker and quicker every year.
Well, that may be, Sally, but before Christmas, there's fall, and well, then there's Thanksgiving. Now, one of the things you have to learn in life is that you can't rush the calendar.
How many days then?
How many days?
How many days?
Snoopy, give over.
How many days, Charlie Brown?
I can't answer just like that. Sally, there are some questions which take time, which need consideration.
Ah! Big brothers, who needs them?
The World War I flying egg circles once more with vital information for the troops. But with communications down, he throttles back up and disappears high into the clouds and the vastness beyond. Whiang! Whiang!
Nobody ever said life would get this tough. Oh, Snoopy!
Get yourself some therapy, Charlie Brown. That's my brother, Charlie Brown. He's a crazy, mixed-up kind of kid. When I was born, my mom said he was so excited he ran around the whole neighborhood handing out chocolate cigars. It's sweet, but ultimately, it's dopey. And the other one? Oh, that's his dog, Snoopy. Snoopy is a great dog. Charlie Brown could learn a great deal from that dog. In fact, Snoopy is a whole lot better at being a dog than Charlie Brown is at anything. Anytime. Well, ever. But maybe he can start getting things right with my Christmas gift. You see, I've been good. In fact, I have been very good. And good people get great gifts at Christmas. It's in the rules. Just look at the baby Jesus. Now, he had to be the ultimate good guy. And on his first birthday, all these weirdo beardies traveled miles and miles just to give him a whole heap of expensive Christmas gifts. It kind of proves my point, don't you think? Hey, maybe you could help me out here. You see, I find it's really difficult to keep track of all one's good points. So if I tell you everything that's happened this year, then maybe you could help me keep track of my score. It's so important, I think, that people really get the gifts they deserve at Christmas. And besides, it'll give me a chance to introduce you to everyone around here. My name's Sally, by the way, and I'm Charlie Brown's little sister. Or, to put it more correctly, Charlie Brown is my big brother. We all have our burdens to bear. Now, where shall I begin? Oh, hello, Linus!
Hello, Sally.
This is Linus. He's my great baboo. Come on, great baboo, pucker up!
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
No future husband of mine is gonna stand around all day clutching a blanket.
I am not your future husband, so give it me back. My blanket. I have to have my blanket. I can't breathe. I feel dizzy. I'm going to faint. Oh!
Get up, I know you're faking it.
No, I'm not.
Get up, or I will just have to give you the kiss of life.
Give me back my blanket or I'll be left with no option but to clobber you. Sally! Sally!
No, I'm not giving it back until you promise to marry me.
Okay, I promise.
You do?
Yes, now just give me back my blanket.
And you gotta say I'm Sally's great baboo.
What?
Just say it.
I'm Sally's great baboo.
When we grow up, I know we'll raise a family.
I know I'm never gonna marry, and if I do, won't be a Sally. You see, tomorrow she'll meet someone new. Sure thing, Sally?
I don't think so.
Why can't you see there's not a chance for you by my side, no special romance?
Now, doesn't that feel better?
No. Besides, I've got too much on my mind to think about romance.
You have?
Way too much.
Well, tell me. Maybe I can help.
I doubt it.
A problem shared.
Well, it's my uncle. He's an actor, and at the moment he's got a part in a play.
Well, what's to worry about in that?
It's just something he said.
Well?
He said, an actor's greatest fear is finding yourself in a turkey that folds. Sally,
Yeah.
how do you fold a turkey?
Oh, good grief. Now, Linus is Charlie Brown's special friend, though I'm not entirely convinced that they're good for each other.
Hello, Linus.
Hello, Charlie Brown. How are things?
Not so good, I'm afraid.
No?
I never seem to know what's going on around here, Linus. I mean, right from the very start, my life's been strange.
Really?
Still, I think I've just worked out what's been going wrong.
You have?
Yeah, you see? I missed all the rehearsals.
Unfortunately, when God was handing out heads, my brother thought he said beds, so asked for a big, soft one.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Charlie Brown. My grandfather's a lot like you. He's been very depressed lately.
He has?
He says he just doesn't know what to do. He says it's late in the game and he's afraid life hasn't beat him.
He could always call a timeout. Life's a lot like a basketball game, Linus. I mean, we all have our positions to play, we all shoot a few hoops, and we all foul out occasionally.
That's true enough, Charlie Brown. But what if you never get to make the playoffs? Well, I guess it's wrong always to be worrying about tomorrow. Maybe we'd do better if we concentrated on today.
No, Linus. As far as I'm concerned, that would be giving up. I'm still hoping that yesterday will get better.
Life's a very difficult thing, Charlie Brown.
It is, Linus. But I'm developing a new philosophy. Dread just one day at a time.
God, just listen to the two of you. Did either of you ever think that every day is somebody's birthday? No matter what day of the year it is, somebody has that day as their birthday.
Well, I don't think that's fair. Not when the rest of us only get one birthday a year. How come they get 365?
Who?
That person you're talking about.
Oh, you two are gonna have trouble when you go to college.
Good grief.
Now you're gonna have to wise up, Linus, if you and I are gonna get married.
Oh no!
Oh, well, that's Lucy. Lucy is Linus's big sister, and the thing you need to know about her is that she's officially designated a danger zone.
This is the last straw! Did you draw this picture in my book?
I guess I did.
Just who do you think you are?
What can I say?
I think just because your teacher told Mom that you could be a great artist one day, you can draw whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's just not good enough. This is my book, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
I could sign it. Oh. Hey, you can't do that. I have civil rights, you know.
Oh, yeah?
I do too. What gives you the right
These 5 fingers. Individually, they're nothing. When I curl them together like this to form a single unit, they form a weapon that is terrible to behold. Get it?
How come you guys can't get organized like that? There's people around here that say I shouldn't let you dominate me, that I need to stand up to you. Okay, so I have stupid friends. Well, Charlie Brown says that brothers and sisters can learn to get along, in the same way that mature adults get along, or in the same way that the major nations get along. So maybe that's where the analogy breaks down.
All my life I've wanted to be an only child. I had a good thing going until he came along to spoil it. Little brothers, huh?
Oh, so big brothers are no better.
Oh, Charlie Brown. I hear you don't think my brother and I get along very well. Is that true?
Well, I only said...
Let me tell you something, Charlie Brown. When Linus and I are grown up, we'll be very close.
What does she mean by close?
She means we might live in the same continent.
Right, that's it. What would you say if I were to come over there right now and give you a fat lip?
Probably nothing. But years from now, after you're married, and you and your husband want me to witness the signatures on the mortgage papers for the purchase of your dream home, I'll refuse. How we band of brothers. You and me, Charlie Brown, we're going to have to learn to think fast if we're going to survive.
Well, it's a good job we're all friends.
Take it from me, Lucy. You need to lighten up. When I grow up, I intend to be a prominent member of the medical profession. And as such, I have to tell you, you are well on your way to your first heart attack.
Can I help it if I'm crabby? I was born crabby. I have crabby genes.
Come on, Charlie.
Smart ass.
Hiya, sweeties.
Snoopy, can't you see we're in the middle of something here?
I love that look in your eyes when you're angry.
Snoopy, do as you're asked.
Not that I expect anyone to ask if I'm having a good time.
Snoopy.
Well, for your information, I had a great time at the skating rink. Only broke 4 legs, and fortunately they all belong to other people.
Snoopy, get out of here! Now, you may think that Lucy here is one tough cookie, but inside every hard exterior burns a heart of gold. It's what Charlie Brown would call the soft underbelly of society. But there again, whoever takes any notice of Charlie Brown. Nope. Schroeder here, the key to Lucy's heart. Schroeder loves music, and in particular fact, Lucy, Schroeder here is a really laid-back kind of guy. Rarely, if ever, will you find Schroeder upset about anything. He just sits at his piano all day, tapping away at the keys, practicing his arpeggios, tip-tip-tappy like there was no tomorrow. And Lucy? Well, she just thinks Schroeder's the tops.
What if you and I were to get married one day, Schroeder? And what if we were so poor that we had to sell your piano to buy saucepans?
Saucepans?
Well, sure. You wouldn't expect us to have to live to cook a decent meal without a good set of saucepans, would you?
Saucepans.
It's a good thing us girls consider matters like saucepans. Where would we be without saucepans? It's all very well you boys sitting the piano all day, but some of us have to consider the practicalities of life.
I can't stand it.
And one other thing. When was the last time you told me I was beautiful?
I've never told you you're beautiful.
And that tells me everything. You know, Schroeder, I don't know why you don't like me. I have nice hair, pleasant smile, a cheerful personality, and a heart full of love for you. If you add up all those features, I'd say that's a pretty attractive package.
Maybe you added up wrong. Besides, I can't practice with you hanging around all the time.
The truth of it is that you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed by a pretty face. A pretty face makes you uneasy, doesn't it? But that's okay. Plenty of people get embarrassed by a pretty face. Nobel Prize-winning scientists, Pulitzer Prize-winning playwrights. And look at Arthur Miller. His knees turned to jelly at the very sight of Marilyn Monroe.
Can you win?
I do?
You may not be aware of this, Lucy, but today is the 200th anniversary of the birth of Beethoven.
Really?
It's true. And in celebration of this occasion, I intend to give you a kiss.
Well...
This kiss will be supplied by my representative. Mwah! It's never dick.
Oh, just be kissed by a dog!
Happy Beethoven's birthday, Lucy!
So, that's all of us. It's me, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Linus, and yeah, that's everyone. We're the gang around here. So that's everyone you need to take into account as you add up my Christmas score. And for those of you a little bit slow on the uptake, what you gotta do is add a point to my score every time I say a nice thing or do a good deed. And for those of you who think I'm doing well already, try adding 5 points to the beginning of my score to start with. 5 is my lucky number, so that seems as good a number as any to start with, don't you think?
No!
Oops, I almost forgot Peppermint Patty and Marcy.
Wait up, sir. Please don't call me Sir, Marcy. Makes me feel very weird.
I'm sorry, sir.
There you go again, Marcy. Can't you understand that I'm troubled enough about the start of the school year next week without you adding to my confusion?
I'm sorry. Will you forgive me, sir?
Just stop, Marcy. It's hard enough thinking about improving my grades this semester without you confusing matters further.
What I always find helps, sir, is to think about how I'd like things to be in the best of all possible worlds. So my advice to you, sir, would be to think about that. How would you like things to be in the best of all possible worlds?
In the best of all possible worlds, Marcy? In the best of all possible worlds, I'd hope to be the prettiest and the smartest girl in the whole class.
Unfortunately, sir, hope is a very good breakfast, but it makes an unsatisfying supper.
When you go to college, Marcy, remind me not to room with you.
You mustn't let it get you down, sir.
But I do, Marcy. Every summer's the same. I spend the whole vacation worrying about it.
Oh, worry never did anyone any good, sir.
That's easy for you to say, Marcy. But I hate school. All they ever do is criticize me. No one ever has anything nice to say to me.
I read something the other day, sir, that I think you might take comfort from.
Really?
Proverbs, chapter 13. If you reject criticism, you will end in poverty and disgrace. But if you accept criticism, you're on the road to salvation.
So you're saying all my D-minuses are my ticket to success, Marcy? Is that it?
That's right, sir.
Let me tell you something, Marcy.
Sir?
You're cracked!
So, with the addition of Peppermint Patty and Marcy, that's all of us. Well, everyone you need to take into account as you add up my Christmas score.
Here's Joe Cool hanging round the block, drinking root beer and eyeing up the chicks. Well, hello there.
Snoopy, what are you doing?
And here's Joe Cool impressing the chicks by crushing the can in one hand.
And don't litter the yard.
And here's Joe Cool picking his own litter.
That's better. See, I'm already protecting the environment, and that alone deserves a good score. And good scores mean top-rated Christmas gifts. I tell you, I'm so excited about this, I just can't wait. A review of my year. It's gonna be like being a famous movie star or something.
Sally, your food's getting cold. Mom says if you don't come now, the dog gets it.
I'm coming already. I'll see you all at the game tomorrow.
I distinctly heard her say, "Give it to the dog." And what happens? We hop down, turn over to the back porch, and sit there, wearing the best of our smiles. And then the kid turns up, just like nothing's happened. And what does she say? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just waltzes straight past us, in through the back door, like we're not even there. Not even a good dog, Snoop. Nothing. It makes you wonder sometimes what they're thinking with all this man's best friend stuff. Do they think it's all one way? Is there any basis for a relationship? Do they think they can say all that stuff without ever having to face up to the consequences? I mean, I ask you, is it possible to take all that affection from us without ever accepting some responsibility for how we feel? Do these people really think that we don't understand the nature of the betrayal? Because if that's what they think, boy, have I got news for them. What's that, Woodstock?
Cheep, 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 cheep.
That's absolutely right. You've hit the nail right on the head there, Woodstock. As far as they're concerned, talk is cheap.
Oh, you have to try not to take it so personally, Charlie Brown. Look on the bright side. It's the start of a brand new season. Maybe things will be better this year. And I'm sure Lucy didn't mean anything by it.
Lucy? Why? What did Lucy say?
You mean you don't know?
No, what, Sally?
It's just you were so depressed, I thought she must have told you.
Told me what, Sally? And what do you mean depressed? I'm not depressed. This is my natural demeanor. What gave you the idea I was depressed?
Okay, so I'll admit it. This isn't a very good start, is it? But you wouldn't hold that against me, would you? It's not easy being a supportive sister to a brother at this stage in his life cycle. She just said that, maybe the team would be better if
How did you manage it, Charlie Brown? It's no good blaming the troops when you don't win the war. Sack the general, that's what I say.
Oh, go easy on him, Lucy. I think he's depressed.
Depressed?
Oh, he's denying it, of course. But I've read recently that that's the first instinct in depressives. Run for cover.
Depressed? Hey, Charlie Brown, answer me this.
What is it, Lucy?
Do you think you'd be happy if you won a ball game?
Well,
Trust me, you wouldn't. Win one ball game and all you'd want to do is win another, and another, and another. Soon you'd want to win every ball game you played in.
you're right, Lucy. I would.
Can you imagine all that pressure, Charlie Brown? So think yourself lucky it's never going to happen to you. There we go. I think I cheered him up there.
Thanks, Lucy. I'm sure you did. And pigs might fly.
And here's the World War I flying us up from morning spin in his sup with camel, scanning the horizon for any sign of the Red Baron. But what's this in the side of his machine guns? A flying pig? But even in the midst of all this action, the World War I flying ace still has time for romance. Mwah!
Oh, Charlie Brown, will you keep your dog off me?
Oh, I hope he doesn't go too far. He's part of my team selection for this season.
You've got your dog on the team, Charlie Brown.
I thought he could take third base.
Good grief.
Oh, here they come. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Miss Sally.
Hey, Sally.
When you think back on it, Schroeder, we didn't do so badly last year, did we? Do you remember the last game of the season?
I do.
That last pitch, how I struck out the new kid, that was pretty good pitching, eh?
It was great pitching Charlie Brown to a kid who'd been sick in bed all winter, whose doctor had told him he might never walk again, and certainly not without his glasses. No, you're right, Charlie Brown. It was a great pitch.
I thought so at the time.
And if he'd ever played baseball before...
Okay, I get the message.
Hey, Charlie Brown, have you read this?
What is it, Lucy?
It's called Winning and 10 Other Choices.
What are the other choices?
Number 2 is trying, followed by losing, 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 and losing.
Thanks, Lucy. That's very helpful.
Don't mention it.
Okay, everybody, catching practice. Our team just isn't ready, is it, Linus? Why does the season have to start so soon?
Let's face it, Charlie Brown. Our team wouldn't be ready if the season started in November.
Oh, Charlie Brown, I've been looking at our lineup, and I've drawn up a plan that I'd like you to consider. I've got Schroeder down as catcher, Linus at second base. I prefer Snoopy at shortstop.
Who's the designated hitter?
Marlon,
Marlon's a good hitter. I could go along with that. So what about me?
you?
Yep,
I've got you down as the DC.
the DC. What's that?
Dumb klutz.
Oh, hey, Charlie Brown, here comes the opposition.
Oh, good grief.
Make a huddle, Charlie Brown.
Go on, Charlie.
Okay, now, this won't be easy, but if we all hang in there,
Go on, Charlie Brown.
hopefully we won't get totally humiliated.
Now, you gotta do better than that, Charlie Brown. There's things writing on this that you can't even contemplate. You gotta give them a vision.
Vision?
Okay, guys, listen up. The manager has some things to say to you. Well, let's hear it for Charlie Brown, everybody. Yay! Yay!
Well, what do I say?
Just think of that little red-haired girl out there. Listen.
The little red-haired girl?
Just say whatever it is that you think that she would want to hear. Just imagine that she's compiling her Valentine's list for next year. Are you going to be on that list, Charlie Brown? Stake your claim, Charlie Brown. Inspire her. Make her heartbeat just a little bit faster. Not bad, eh? That's got to be worth a few points on my Christmas score.
Well, here we are again. The start of a new season. Another year, another contest. And I think it's really important that we put our past difficulties behind us. Because in the end, this game has to be about more than just winning or losing. It's about friendship. And it's about being part of a team. Because everyone, all of us, likes to think of themselves sometimes as part of a team. To feel that they don't step through this life alone. Now, that may not be a team which wins the major league, but it's a team nonetheless. Now, life can get pretty lonely out there on your own. And sometimes it's good to know that you have backup.
Let's hear it for Charlie Brown.
Hold the front page, have you heard? The season's just begun. Charlie Brown is stepping out, and the team are having fun.
first ball of the season, Charlie Brown?
My arm feels great, Schroeder.
Then give it your best shot.
Oh, good grief.
What is it, Charlie Brown?
The little red-haired girl. Is she watching?
What little red-haired girl?
Sally said there was a little red-haired girl that she might be watching, and now I've got so nervous I can't let go of the ball. My fingers gone numb, and I'm starting to shake all over.
Sally, what have you done?
Oh, how was I supposed to know it was going to react like this? I was just trying to put a little bit of zip into him.
Is there a neurologist in the house?
How about a vet? Are you listening to me, Charlie Brown? I was talking to that little red-haired girl earlier, and you know what I said to her? I said, are you going to come down to the park later and watch Charlie Brown pitch his first ball of the season? And you know what she said? Not even if it would solve the credit crunch. Now let's get on with the game. Come on, guys.
Come on, Charlie.
Your ball, Sally!
Wow, that has got to be the highest ball I have ever seen. In the world of high balls, that has got to be the highest ever. That is stratospheric!
What are you doing, Sally?
Well, did you see that ball fly, Charlie Brown?
I did, and I thought you might be underneath it.
Well, then it's a good job I moved. A ball falling on someone from that height could do a lot of damage. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, guys. Lucy!
I got it.
Oh, don't say you got it till you're absolutely sure. Until the ball is in your
In
hands.
my humble opinion, I think I got it, okay?
You must be the worst outfielder in the history of baseball, Lucy.
That's not very encouraging, is it?
Well, then I'm sorry.
After all, I don't know what you expect of us. We're not professionals.
Then what are you?
What's below amateur?
Oh, good grief.
Time out!
What?
I'm sorry, Charlie Brown. I just remembered. Today is Mother's Day.
I know it's Mother's Day.
What did he say? Did Schroeder just say it was Mother's Day?
That's right. Charlie Brown has us playing baseball on Mother's Day.
We should be at home doing all the chores while our mothers put their feet up.
Yeah, my mother is always making little treats for me.
Every time she goes to the store, she brings me back a little gift.
Mine is full of little surprises, just when you least expect them.
Well, our mom sings to us every night before we go to sleep.
Nobody beats my mother for stories.
Why are we all so selfish?
We're just cruel and heartless, sir.
We have no shame. We never think of anyone's but ourselves.
Didn't you remember it was Mother's Day today, Charlie Brown?
Well, of course I did. I got my mother a very nice card and a dozen red roses.
Good grief.
Well, you can't blame me for that one. I did my best to hold the team together.
Where are you going, Sally?
On the store, I think I'd better do something about getting a Mother's Day gift. If I run, I can make it before it closes.
I wonder sometimes, Linus, why we do this. Coming out to the mound day after day, losing ball game after ball game.
You must enjoy it, Charlie Brown.
Sometimes I wish I could just talk to the guy who invented baseball.
To get some advice?
No, to apologize.
Here's Joe Cool stepping out onto the streets of Paris, making his way home one evening through the artist's corner. He sees two old friends. They look desperate and down on their luck. He hits them out with some sharp threads and takes them off to Club Cool, where the jazz is really hot. Hit it, maestro!
Life is just one long, hard road. And even from the day we're born, we're told so we know the score. Now don't allow yourself to think that you can ever expect more. Time never thought it would be like this. Life is just one long, hard road.
Today's the day you love right now, and now you're left to sing the blues. So put your back upon your back and step into your walking shoes.
Bad luck and trouble may be your only friends, the only friends to mention.
So set up down the road and start again.
They never know what to do, nor who to turn to. They really can't find their way, lost in the road. When all of their friends are gone, we're all alone now. Nothing for them to do but dance with the dawn. Hey, I never thought it would be like this. Life is just one long, hard road. It's easy when your name's Joe Cool and everyone is on your side. When your name is Charlie Brown, it's hard to hang on to your pride. It would be nice if sometimes someone said something elevating. Gee, I know I'd hold my head up high. They never know what to do, nor who to turn to. They really can't find their way. We're lost in the fog. When all of their friends are gone, we're all alone now. Nothing for them to do but dance with the dawn.
Here's the World War I Flying Ace walking out across the airfield to his Sopwith Camel. He climbs aboard and taxis out onto the runway, mentally preparing himself for what may prove to be another dangerous mission over the skies of occupied France. Wadang, 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 wadang.
Litter cake for you, Snoopy.
The World War I Flying Ace offers a cheery wave to the postboy as he makes his way back across the airfield. He opens the letter. It's from his sweetheart back home. Dear ex-boyfriend, I've decided to marry your cousin. Just thought you'd like to know your ex-sweetheart. P.S. Good luck in the war. I can't believe it. Here I am risking life and limb out overseas, and she tells me she's decided to marry my cousin. I wonder how long it will take me to forget her. About as long as it takes me to eat these bucks of jelly donuts, I should think. And with the distraction of all these pretty young French women around.
Now, there may be some of you out there who are beginning to think that I'm not doing very well at the moment. But what you gotta understand is that I'm going through a very difficult period in my life right now. I tell you this because I wouldn't want you to judge me too harshly when allocating points for my Christmas score. I mean, where are my role models? A tried my best with Charlie Brown at the baseball game, but sometimes you gotta accept that your best just isn't quite good enough. But if you think that I got problems, you want to take a look at what a mess the rest of the gang are getting into.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Linus.
Hello, Linus.
I wonder whether we could eat lunch together today.
I don't know. When were you born?
When was I born?
It's a factor.
Well, I was born in October.
You see, I was born in December, and I'm afraid it makes you a little old for me.
Oh, good grief. Charlie Brown!
Well, it's not surprising I'm upset. What does he think he's doing asking her that? He can have lunch with me anytime. He's promised to me. He's my great baboon. Well, how would Linus feel if I was to start making eyes at Schroeder here? Well, if music be the food of love, Schroeder, you play on.
Hey, mister! Each every morning I'm up before dawn. Moonlight sonata, I'm cooking a storm. Oh, jazz just is not my style. Classical music just beats in my mind. I'm just in seventh heaven with you. Hands on the ivory keys. This is the feeling I'm weak at the knees. Love, are you better than this? I think not. I love Adagio, scherzo so great. If he lived on our block, I know we'd remain. I'd like to sing alongside him, watch him play. What a day. Hey, mister! We'd go to school and write tunes in the yard. Teachers would marvel, but they'd find it hard to make us think about our work in class. Will we pass? Not us, sir. I know that we write a great symphony. Music just tumbling like waves on the sea. Oh, jazz just is not my style. Classical music just beats in my mind. I'm just in seventh heaven with you. Hands on the ivory keys. This is the feeling I'm weak at the knees. Love, are you better than this? I think not.
Love, are you better than this? I think not.
What are you doing here?
Who wants to know?
Me, knucklehead.
I was just listening to Schroeder play the piano.
Are you? Why?
Maybe. I just like music.
But do you like Beethoven?
What?
Well, if you're gonna hang out with Schroeder here, then you've gotta like Beethoven.
So, do you?
Is Beethoven what floats your boat?
Good grief!
Snoopy!
Charlie Brown?
What is it, Linus?
I can't believe what this cute little girl said to me today. I only asked if she'd like to do lunch with me.
Well, what did she say?
She said I was too old for her.
Well, you are looking kind of old, Linus.
Well, thanks a lot, Charlie Brown.
Oh, hey, Linus, I was only joking. Oh, good grief. Maybe I am depressed. Maybe it's my state of mind that's affecting everything. Or maybe I do need some help.
Well, isn't it just lucky for you that help is at hand? So, what seems to be the problem?
I just don't seem to be very good at keeping my friends.
So you want to be liked?
Honestly?
There's no point in doing anything else with your therapist, Charlie Brown.
Well, I want more than that. I want people to say, hey, that Charlie Brown sure is a great guy. I wish I was friends with a great guy like that. I want to be that sort of person. Can you understand that, Lucy?
Sure.
Well?
Forget it, Charlie Brown, because that is never going to happen to you. 5 cents, please.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
We spoke yesterday.
I know.
I was wondering
Well?
if I could walk you home.
No thanks, mister.
No thanks, mister. She called me mister? Oh no, wait up!
Well, hold up, Charlie Brown. You mustn't take too much of what Lucy says to heart. At the end of the day, there's always Linus.
You reckon?
Sure.
Well, I doubt it after what I said to him today.
Well, that's nonsense. You just wait here, Charlie Brown. How's this for maturity, eh? Oh, where are you, my brave baboo?
Sometimes I lie awake in my bed at night, just listening for a voice that will cry out, "We like you, Charlie Brown."
Ha!
Why does she keep doing that?
Now, you just gotta be mature about this, Linus. Like me. Now talk to him.
Well, I'm sorry if I upset you earlier, Linus.
Well, that's okay, Charlie Brown.
So, friends?
Friends.
So how'd it go with the cute little girl from school you were telling me about?
I have to walk her home, and you know what she said to me? No thanks, mister. I'm 2 months older than her, and she calls me mister. What do you think about that, eh?
Well, it could be worse.
It could.
Let me give you the benefit of my experience. Now, I asked to walk a girl home from school once, and do you know what she said to me? Push off, noodle-neck.
Well, maybe I'll feel different about that story in a few years, Charlie Brown. But right now, it doesn't help.
Maybe I'm just not cut out to have friends. Mwah! Yuck, I've just been kissed by a dog!
Hi.
Hi.
I never got to introduce myself. My name is Linus Van Pelt.
Hi.
So, great weather we're having.
Yeah,
Hot.
very. I was on my way to buy an ice cream.
What's your favorite flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh, that sounds great. Maybe I'll have the same.
You like mint chocolate chip?
Sure. Why?
I thought most older people preferred vanilla.
Oh, good grief. Oh, help, Sally. Ow, what was that for?
Cheer up, Charlie Brown. You mustn't take too much notice of Linus. What you gotta understand is that different people react to pressure in different ways. And I'm sure Linus will come round, eventually.
You think so?
Well, regain consciousness at least. And see how helpful I'm being? And you know what good deeds deserve, don't you?
Sally,
Yeah,
can I ask you a difficult question?
sure.
What's the difference between being depressed and just feeling bad?
Well, if you feel that bad, Charlie Brown, does it really make a difference?
You know, that didn't turn out to be such a difficult question after all. Now, did it? Hello, Linus.
Hello, Charlie Brown.
Want to talk about it?
I met that cute little girl from school again.
How'd it go?
When I said I like a mint chocolate chip ice cream, she said she was surprised.
Why?
Because she thought most older people liked vanilla best.
Well, I always liked vanilla.
Oh, good grief.
But do you know nothing, Charlie Brown?
What do you mean, Sally?
Well, in a situation like this, when you got a friend in need, you gotta learn to give them your support.
I'd like to, Sally. I really would. But I just don't think I'm up to it. How can I support Linus when I can't even support myself?
Well, you gotta learn to hang tough, Charlie Brown.
Hang tough?
Across the plains, the settlers settled down, their only end was gold. They didn't sit around, they didn't wait for things to turn out fine. They yippee-yi-yo'd away and off into the west, falling down in a one-horse town is not very far to fall. So pick yourself up, get back on board, or your life can be a ball. There comes a time and come and run when you feel you've had enough. So step right up and take a bow. Yeah, boy, you gotta hang tough. So hang tough. In olden days, when Washington chopped down that cherry tree, his father whole and clear, who cut that good tree down. I cannot tell a lie, replied the young man, though he was in fear. I have to tell the truth, the culprit, it was me. Falling down in a one-horse town is not very far to fall. So pick yourself up, get back on board, or your life can be a ball. There comes a time, and come it must, when you feel you've had enough. So step right up and take a bow. Yeah, boy, you gotta hang tough. So hang tough. In olden days, when miners set off for the great Yukon, with pick and shovel in hand, their only aim was gold. They didn't sit around, they didn't wait for things to turn out fine. They worked both day and night until they hit a seam. Falling down in a one-horse town is not very far to fall. So pick yourself up, get back on board, or your life can be a ball. There comes a time, and come it must, when you feel you've had enough. So step right up and take a bow. Yeah, boy, you gotta hang tough. So hang tough. So how am I doing? Mature, thoughtful, and selfless. I must be really racking up a score here. Oh, I can almost smell those Christmas gifts under the tree for me.
Joe Cool walks out with a heap haze and into the roadside cafe where Mary Lou was just finished serving coffee and grits to oil-covered truckers. She shines like a light in the dust and the sweat. Hey, well, let me take you away from all of this, babe.
I've just been kissed by Donald. I'm so snooping.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I know I have no right to ask this, but didn't I see you with a kid from the next class earlier today? Now, he must be at least a year older than you, whereas I'm only 2 months older.
And your point is?
Well, how come it was okay to be seen with him, but not me?
You see, there's older, and then there's older.
Just leave this to me, Linus.
What?
May I speak to you about my friend here? You see, I think you're wrong when you say he's too old for you. In many ways, he's still quite young. You should see him with his blanket.
Oh, good grief. Well, thanks a lot, Charlie Brown.
What did I say?
Word of advice, Charlie Brown. Don't say anything.
Linus is right. That's probably what I do best. Maybe I should have gone to summer camp like my folks suggested. But I was afraid. I get lonely. And all those miles away from home, I'd be bound to miss my friends.
What friends?
I think it's about time you got some therapy, Charlie Brown. So, what's the problem?
I just don't seem to be able to get along with anyone, Lucy. Nobody wants to know me anymore. Can you fix me?
Well,
Let me see. I'd say that the root of your problem lies in your poor self-image, Charlie Brown.
My self-image?
Let me put it another way. Life is like a deck chair, Charlie Brown.
A deck chair?
Well, have you ever been on a cruise ship? All those rows of passengers lined up in the sun on canvas deck chairs? Now some face their chairs facing the rear of the ship, so they can see where they've been, while others face their chairs facing forward, so they can see where they're going. On the cruise ship of life, Charlie Brown, which way is your deck chair facing?
Well, I'm afraid I've never been able to get one unfolded, Lucy.
Boy, have you got a problem, Charlie Brown. Never rains but it pours. You're better off indoors if you haven't got an umbrella, Chuck.
questions, and I want you to answer me truthfully.
Okay, Lucy.
You see, physicians can often learn a great deal from their patients by asking what may at first seem like a very simple question. So, are you ready?
Well, I'm ready.
Which do you prefer? A sunrise or a sunset?
Well, sunset, I guess.
I should have guessed.
Why?
People who prefer sun are dreamers. They have their heads in the clouds. They're not grounded. Give me a sunrise person any day. They have ambition and drive, Charlie Brown. I'm afraid since you chose sunsets, I can't take your case any further.
Oh, but why, Lucy?
Because we're what you call in the medical profession a hopeless case.
Maybe Lucy is right. Maybe I am a hopeless case. I guess I'll just have to get used to the fact that I'm never going to have any friends, and I'm never going to get to carry that cute little red-haired girl's books home from school. Sheesh.
I think it's about time I took some direct action here.
Hey, wait up there. It's me.
Hey, wait for me, sweetheart. Who are you, and what do you think you're doing talking to my great babu?
Don't listen to her. I don't even know who she is.
I asked you a question.
My name is Tapioca Pudding.
What kind of name is that to give anybody?
My father's in marketing, and he says one day my name should prove to be my fortune. It will be plastered all over billboards, t-shirts, even your lunchbox.
What I think is that your face would look better on a dog dish.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, I know I shouldn't do it, but sometimes a girl just has to fight for her man, even if a clutch of really great Christmas gifts is at stake. And as for you, I just want you to answer one very straightforward question. Now, you know I've always regarded you as husband material.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, Charlie Brown! Would you say that I've always been a kind and considerate sister, Charlie Brown?
Well,
And in this, your darkest hour, would you say I've done everything I can to get you out of this fix?
well.
This being the case, it's time to repay that debt, Charlie Brown.
What?
Linus Harris just insulted me, and I want you to slug him.
Linus?
Now, I know this is doing my case no good at all, but sometimes you just have to go with your feelings. Go on, Charlie Brown, slug him good.
Who's slugging who?
What?
Well, go on, Charlie Brown.
Right, that's it. I'm not going to stand here while you take out your frustrations on my baby brother. Put him up. Let's get this over and done with right here and now.
And here's the first World War flying is skimming low over the fields behind enemy lines. Oh, what's this? A skirmish? Looks like one of our lads caught up with the enemy infantry. Only one thing for it. Dive, dive, dive! Meow!
I don't know. I never seem to know what's going on around here. The world just seems to pass me by mostly. And then, when I least expect it, it sneaks up on me and runs me over. Sometimes, I just want to scream. But you can't go around screaming all the time. It worries people. Thanks. I needed that.
You mustn't let life get you down, Charlie Brown. There are always people who care about you.
Thanks, Linus.
Pucker up, sweeties.
Snoopy!
Oh, wait till we get our hands on you!
Don't you just love Christmas, sir?
Please don't call me Sir, Mercy.
I do. All the celebrating and the feasting and the caroling and the goodwill. I think it's been my favorite time of year. How about you, sir?
I'm finding it a little bit difficult to think about Christmas right now, Marcy. We haven't finished school yet, and, well, it's been a bad semester for me.
You'll start fretting about your test results, huh, sir? Well, you mustn't let it get you down. Plenty of people flunk maths and still want to do great things. Take my advice, sir. Let yourself go. I'm going to go make some Christmas decorations right now, sir. Why don't you come join me? We could make some paper chains for the Christmas tree. All we need is some scrap paper. What's this, sir?
My math test paper, Marcy.
Ah, that's a spirit, sir. I knew you'd get in the swing of it.
No, you're right, Marcy. There's no point in me moping about things. Maybe I should volunteer to be the Christmas fairy for our class this year.
You can't volunteer, sir. You have to be chosen.
So, then I choose myself.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, sir, but maybe we could get the class to choose you. I could be your agent. I'm pretty good with campaigns.
Hi, Schroeder.
Hi there, Peppermint Patty. Hi, Marcy.
Say, Schroeder, don't you think Peppermint Patty here would make a great Christmas fairy?
Has she been chosen?
No, but she could be with the right team behind her.
Lucy has already been chosen at our school.
My mom was only saying the other day how standards have slipped at that school.
On second thoughts, Marcy, maybe I'm not cut out to be the Christmas fairy. I'd rather go outside and kick a football. Will you come outside and kick some goals, Marcy?
It's not very feminine, sir. Why don't we practice our dancing? It's really important for the Christmas fairy to make a good impression of the Christmas dance.
Let's face it, Marcy, I'm no good at dancing. And I'm never going to be the Christmas fairy.
I didn't mean to upset you, sir.
And just what's so wrong with wanting to play football?
It's a noble game,
And if
sir.
I want to play football, whose business is it but mine?
It's nobody's business, sir.
Like I said to Chuck on the phone last night.
You spoke to Charlie Brown about this?
I did. I told him how you didn't think playing football was feminine.
What did he say?
And then he said, what do you think, Chuck?
What did he say?
He said, sorry, but the number you've reached is no longer available.
Well, let's go play some football, sir.
Thanks, Marcy.
Facing danger, I know I can make it with you.
how much I like your new football shirt.
Really? You do, Marcy?
It matches your eyes, sir.
Ah, Christmas. Mistletoe, holly, and dancing. I love dancing. But every year I have the same problem. Who wants to dance with a dog? Hey, Woodstock, do you fancy cutting the rug with me? Making a few moves, a little, shimmy, shimmy? How about it?
What?
See what I mean? Boy, I just hate being a wild beagle.
Oh, I just love Christmas. I can almost smell those Christmas gifts piled up under the tree for me. So, how am I doing? A big squirrel already, I'll bet. But I wouldn't want you to think that I don't realize that Christmas is about more than receiving gifts. I read my Bible, and I read that it's better to give than to receive. But somehow it always feels nicer if someone's taken the trouble to wrap mine up in silver paper and tinsel ribbon.
Hey, Sally, have you seen this?
What is it?
It's an atlas of Bible lands. This is the Garden of Gethsemane. This is the Mount of Olives. Right here is the Sea of Galilee. And that is Bethlehem. Doesn't it just bring it all to life for you?
But where's the log cabin?
What log cabin?
Well, wasn't there somebody who was born in a log cabin somewhere?
You don't know anything about Christmas, do you?
I know enough to get my share of the loot.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Hey, Charlie Brown, look at this picture of the River Jordan. Would you say that there's a log cabin there on the bank?
Oh, good grief. What's this, your Christmas list?
This is something that will help you be a better person next year.
Well, how would it do that?
It's a list of your faults.
Faults? These aren't faults, these are character traits. And to think I almost got you your Christmas gift today.
You did?
I sure did. I saw a bottle of cologne in a shop window, and it only cost $1. Now, I knew how happy it would make you if I got it for you as a Christmas gift, but then I saw something that would make you even happier.
You did?
In the window of the store next door, there was an enormous salami sandwich, and on it was a ticket, $1 only. Now, I know how concerned you are for the disadvantaged people of the world, and when you become a famous doctor, spending every day with those people, I just know how happy it's going to make you. Now, as you know, I want to be a doctor too, and to do that, I'm going to have to get good grades at school. Now, that's going to take a lot of studying, and to study, I have to be healthy. And to be healthy, I have to eat. So instead of buying you the cologne, I bought the salami sandwich. And very tasty it was too.
I'm so happy I could cry.
Ha!
The package just came for you, Snoops. But it says on the tag, do not open until Christmas.
One of the great things about being a dog is that no one can expect you to understand the instructions attached to Christmas packages. How nice. A new ski hat. Maybe Charlie Brown was right. Maybe I should have waited until Christmas morning to open the package. Now everyone else will be opening presents around the tree on Christmas morning, and I won't have anything to unwrap. I'll just have to stand around watching everybody having a good time. Rats, why am I so stupid? I do this every year.
Surprise! Another package came for you, Snoopy, but it says here on this tag, do not open until Christmas.
Who cares? I'd like to wait, but I just can't. It's just not possible. It's the way I am. Why do I never take my own advice?
Sally, can I ask your advice?
Sure.
The first is more traditional. It says, and there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the fields. The second is more direct. It simply says, it was night and there were some shepherds out in the fields. I was going for more minimalist aesthetic with that one.
What?
I think I like abiding better.
Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, absolutely. Much better, yeah.
Thanks, Sally. I appreciate your opinion.
Hey, I didn't want to say anything back there, but what the heck does abiding mean?
Sally, what is this?
Oh, it's a thank you letter to Grandma for my Christmas gift.
But it's not Christmas yet, Sally. And you don't even know what Grandma's got you. So how can you write her a thank you note?
Well, I like to be prepared.
Well, we have 2 grandmas, Sally.
I know. That's the problem. Working out which one gets the photocopy.
You have to forgive her. She's very young. She doesn't yet appreciate the full significance of Christmas. But she'll learn. We all, one day, have to come to an understanding that the important things in life are beyond value. Me, what I wouldn't give for just one moment to talk to that cute little red-haired girl. But I'm afraid that's never going to happen. In the great book of life, I'm down as someone who never gets to talk to cute little red-haired girls.
If I could catch one moment, ooh, one moment with you, I would tell you just the way that I feel about you. Sunshine on a cloudy day, when you walk my way. But when you take the bus, it always starts to rain. Oh, how can I tell you what it is you do? I'm lost for words, and I hope you are too. But when did you ever just take the time to look me up in the phone book or to check me out online? Standing here in the schoolyard, looking out through the wire. When I see you stood there with friends, oh, it just sets my heart on fire. When we're in the classroom, the teacher calls out your name. Oh, my heart beats a little bit faster. Just tell me you feel the same. Oh, how can I tell you what it is you do? I'm lost for words, and I hope you are too. Oh, when did you ever just take the time to look me up in the phone book or to check me out online? So I sit in the corner, I dream the same old dream, but I never take happiness for granted. No, a tear can become a scream, but I live in hope. I burn the optimist flame, that one day things will turn out right, and I'll get to win again. Oh, how can I tell you what it is you do? I'm lost for words, and
only you, Snoopy.
Oh, it just won't be Christmas without Woodstock.
We're relying on you, Snoopy, old pal.
Oh, good grief.
Oh my goodness, it's a massacre.
Hey, what's happening?
Woodstock in the cabinet store.
Go on, Snoopy, you can do it.
I don't think he's up to this. Oh, he's gotta be.
Here he comes. That's my boy, Snoopy.
Just what I needed. A fight with an 140-pound cat over an old yellow glove.
Oh, Woodstock. Oh, we thought the horrible cat next door got to you. Oh,
Woodstock.
Well, thank goodness that all turned out okay. Just wouldn't have been Christmas without Woodstock.
No.
By the way, Schroeder, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lucy.
I just noticed something about this yard.
What?
There's an appalling lack of mistletoe.
Really?
Do you think Beethoven ever bought his girlfriend furry mittens for Christmas?
I doubt it.
Well, here's your chance to do something Beethoven never did.
I've already thought of something Beethoven never did.
You did?
Yep.
I bet Beethoven never had somebody like me to take him all through the fiddling times in his career.
And I bet he never had little girls leaning all over his piano, bugging him about Christmas presents either.
Oh, Linus, I was just coming to find you.
Oh, you were?
Here's your part in the Christmas play.
And there were shepherds abiding in the fields, watching over their flocks.
Learn it and be able to recite it by the next rehearsal.
When's that?
Tomorrow.
Well, I can't learn something like this just like that. It's going to take research. I gotta get into character. I mean, who are these shepherds? Where are these fields? Why have they chosen a career in animal husbandry?
I'll tell you the whole where and why. You just learn it, otherwise you know who's gonna slug you. You know where you're gonna be slugged. And you know why you're being slugged. Get it?
Not only is Christmas becoming too commercialized, it's also getting too dangerous.
Ah, the Christmas editions. I just love all the stories of Christmas cheer. Now, let's see. Pets column. Airedales, Boxers, Golden Retrievers, Great Danes, Irish Setters, Labradors. No Beagles. Good. It's always nice to know that your owners aren't trying to sell you behind your back.
Well, I'm sorry, Charlie Brown. I've begun to realize that I got Christmas all wrong. I think it was all the worry about Woodstock that made me see things clearly. That little bird has taught me that Christmas is about being with your family and friends and being together with the people that you love. It's not about gifts at all. I'm sorry if I disappointed you, Charlie Brown.
Sally.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Sally.
Oh, hey, here come the carol singers! Oh, Merry Christmas, guys!
Merry Christmas,
Sally!
Frost
stars are beautiful, aren't they?
They are.
I like to think sometimes that it was on a night like this that those three wise men looked up into the sky and saw the Star of Bethlehem.
Yep.
And then I like to think that somewhere is a tiny star just for me, all alone amongst the millions of other stars out there. And then somehow I don't feel quite so alone anymore. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure. It means you're cracking up.
Thanks, Snoopy. Merry Christmas, Snoopy.